Hi, it's Kurt here at City Campus, and I'm glad you've joined us again for another one of our devotional messages. We go through this week talking about an important topic to all of us right now, fear. And I hope you're enjoying what we're going to be talking about this week. Today we'll be talking about the third letter in fear. So, well, again, as we've been talking about, our main topic is fear. And just to kind of remind you, we've been talking about that in terms of these two acronyms, false evidence appearing real, kind of a well-known phrase. And this other one, faith exposes the attacks of a real enemy. So in just a moment, we'll go ahead and talk about each one of these two things. So today we're going to be talking about appearing and attacks of. So let's go ahead and talk about that. And the first one let's talk about is appearing. And, you know, when we talk about fear and appearing, we often think back about Satan. And Satan appears as though he isn't something bad to us sometimes. He was the snake to Adam and Eve, but apparently she didn't think he was a bad guy because she was talking to him. In fact, we see him sometimes in all kinds of ways. It says, even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. So it's no wonder that his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. That's in 2 Corinthians chapter 11. And then the last part of verse 14, first part of verse 15, just kind of took the sentence out of there, right? So I think you'll see that about Satan sometimes. He looks a lot nicer, you know, and that can happen in all kinds of ways, everywhere from that candy bar looks really good right now to doing this terrible thing looks really good. So don't let Satan appear to be good to you because he's always bad. But as we've been talking about, faith is able to overcome the attacks by the evil one. Do know that these attacks are real, not just imaginary. In fact, the Bible talks about that. It says, stay alert. Watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. So the Bible says to stay firm against him. Be strong in your faith. Remember that your family of believers all over the world is going through the same kind of suffering you are. And think you can apply that to what's going on right now. You know, whatever crazy stuff is happening to you, it's happening everywhere. You know, so our friends in China and over in APAC have gone through it and they're still going through it. And they're going through it in Europe, and we're going through it here. And it may get worse before it gets better, but everybody's going through the same kind of suffering you are. So these attacks by the evil one are real, and we know that faith can overcome them. Remember, your family of believers is going through the same kind of thing you are. Be strong in your faith. But just remember, our theme verse is this, Revelation 1:17. When I saw him, I fell at his feet as if I were dead. But he laid his right hand on me and said, don't be afraid. I am the first and the last. Fear not. Fear not. Come back on Friday. We'll do our last one in this series. On Saturday, we'll do a brief question and answer period. I'll probably just go Facebook Live at the same time. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.